Hey, what's up you guys? So for today's video, I'm going to be telling you all about how to convince your parents to let you get any pet that you want to get, because I get so many questions on how do I convince my parents to let me get this and this. And a majority of those are how do I convince my parents to let me get a pet snake. And I'm going to be talking about snakes in general a little bit later in the video. But just overall, this video is going to be how to convince your parents to let you get any pet you want to get. And I'm here with my ball python, Monty, because snakes are the most misunderstood pet, and so many parents do not want their kids to get a snake, but it makes no sense. But again, I'm going to get into that a little bit later. But yeah, let's just get straight to it. The first thing you need to do is figure out what pet you want to get. And you want to get a pet that's within reason, that your parents might somehow, in some universe, or in some life, actually let you get, you know? Like, you can't expect your parents to let you get a Burmese python, for example, or a leopard, or, I don't know, a frickin' monkey, or if you want a... You know what I mean. Like, it needs to be something reasonable. And by reasonable, I mean, like, you can go to a pet store and get one, like, pretty easily. Even if you have to, like, order it online, because there are some, like, kind of, like, different types of animals you can get online, but they're still reasonable, you know? You know what I mean, okay? Like, reasonable pets. And then, before you even say anything to your parents about wanting this pet, do your research. You need to make sure that the pet is reasonable. Make sure you know how to take care of it and everything it needs and everything about it. Its temperament, maintenance, all the requirements, everything you need to get, how long it lives. Just make sure you know everything about this animal and how to take care of it like it's the back of your hand. Because when you go to ask your parents if you want said animal, you want to know what you're talking about, because if you don't know what you're talking about, your parents aren't going to want you to get the animal, because they're going to think that you're impulse buying an animal, and you do not want to impulse buy animals. That could be like a whole different video, but just in general, do your research, because when you go to convince your parents to let you get whatever pet it is, you want to know what you're talking about and be able to throw facts out there at your parents. And while you're doing research, save some of the links of the websites that you're pulling this information from, so that when you're telling your parents this information, you have sources to back you up. You can say, hey, I did my research, like, I went on this website and it said all this stuff, and this is everything I'll need, okay? Alright, so now that you've decided what animal you want to get, and you've done your research, and you know everything you need to get for this pet, and you know everything about this pet, you need to approach your parents and tell them why you should get this animal, why it makes a good pet, why you think you're responsible enough to take care of it. This part largely depends on what pet it is you're getting, and if you want a cat or a dog, obviously it's going to be a little bit easier to convince your parents to get it, because they're very common household animals. It's good to tell your parents that, you know, getting a pet is really good at teaching you responsibility and how to take care of another living thing, and it's just something for you to do, and it's an educational type of thing. And this is where the whole ordeal of if the pet you want to get is something that parents don't normally want you to get, this is where you have to really sell it and say, you know what, no, I know you think that this pet is not a good pet, but this is why it is. And a lot of parents don't want their kids to get, you know, like mice, rats, snakes, or even like lizards in general. A lot of parents just think they're gross, they're smelly, whatever. And you just need to, again, make sure you did your research and then lay out the facts in front of your parents. Now, for example, snakes. Snakes, a lot of people are grossed out by them, think they're scary, whatever. People don't want them as pets normally. Obviously, I disagree. A lot of people who watch my videos disagree. I think snakes are awesome. And snakes are extremely easy to take care of, or at least I can say that for a lot of beginner snakes, like ball pythons and stuff like that. Obviously, Some snakes are more advanced and require more care, but if you want to get a basic snake like a ball python or a corn snake, you just need to lay out the facts in front of your parents. And surprisingly enough, my snake was one of the easiest things to convince my parents to let me get, because at first they were like, no, like, I don't want you to get a snake, like, no. And this is where I came in with all my facts, and I said, you know what, snakes aren't very active, they're pretty easy to take care of, they don't require a lot of things. I just need to get like a heat pad and bedding and a hide and a water dish, and that's basically it. I'm set to go. Snakes are nocturnal and they eat like once a week to once a month, and you know, like, they're really easy to take care of. And I told them, he's gonna be in a tank in my room and you can just pretend that he's not even there. I'll take care of him. I'm gonna pay for everything. You don't even need to know it's there. Like, you can just pretend that I don't even have a snake. And I think that's what really sold them. They were like, all right, well, if you're going to take care of it and it's going to be in your room and I don't have to look at it, then who cares, you know? So that's how you sell your parents on getting a snake. You know, a lot of people think snakes are aggressive, but in reality, look at this snake. I have a whole video, like, it's called This Video Will Make You Love Snakes. Go watch it. Go show that to your parents if you want a snake, you know, like, I don't know, snakes just make really good pets. They're great for beginners because they're super easy. Just like any other animal that a parent might not want you to get, like a rat or a mouse or a lizard, you just need to assure them, like, hey, I know what I'm getting myself into, and this is why they make good pets. Like rats, they're super intelligent. Throw at them all the pros of owning this pet. And also what you want to do is, when you're convincing them, also make sure to tell them the cons as well, so you sound more educated. Like, you're not just telling them all the good things. You want to also say, alright, well, there's like 1 or 2 cons, this is what they are, but I'm aware of it, and this is how I'm going to overcome them. Like, a lot of people think lizards and snakes and even rodents smell bad. That's like a thing my parents have always said. They told me they didn't want me to get a hamster because it smells bad. They don't want a lizard because it smells bad, whatever. And the thing is, that's not true. Their poop does smell bad. Like, snake shit smells horrible. But if you clean it, it doesn't smell bad, you know? Like, as long as you clean their enclosure regularly, my room never smells like anything. Like, when I had bearded dragons, the tank smelled like poop right after he pooped, but as soon as I, like, cleaned it up, it was fine. I feel like I'm all over the place right now, but I hope this is making sense. And the last thing is to be persistent, yet don't be overly annoying about it. Like, if your parents say no, keep asking them so that they know you really want it, but don't be annoying about it. Give them time to think about it. Like, maybe bring it up like once a day, but don't like keep bringing it up, you know? Or maybe like let it go for a couple of days. Like, when you ask them, say, hey, so I want this, give them the facts and be like, all right, well, can you at least think about it? Like, I really want this pet, it would make me happy. Make sure to tell your parents that this pet will make you happy and it's a learning experience, because those are 2 things parents want you to get out of life in general. Parents aren't telling you that you can't have this pet because they want to see you suffer. They're telling you this because they don't want the pet to be a burden on them. So if you can ensure your parents that your pet is not going to burden them, 1, and also 2, that it's going to make you happy, and 3, that it's going to be a learning experience for you, I can guarantee that your parents will let you get an animal, you know? And as you guys know, I've coerced my parents into getting quite a few animals in my time, and yeah, I mean, I've learned a lot from owning animals, and it is a learning experience. They do make me happy. Those aren't lies. You're not just saying them just to convince your parents. Like, there is truth into that, and they do want to see you learning things and being happy. So as long as you do your research and you know what you're getting yourself into and you know how to properly take care of the animal, just ask your parents, lay out all the facts, and you should be good to go. If they absolutely do not want to get whatever it is you want to get, then maybe try something else to show them that you are responsible, and then once you've successfully been taking care of that animal, maybe you can go back to the other thing that you wanted, because that's basically what I did, because I had lizards and snake and rabbit, hamster. I've been all over the place. I hope this video is helpful in some way. Let me know if you successfully convince your parents to get anything. But one reoccurring theme on my channel is that I want animals to be taken care of properly, because there are so many pets out there that aren't. There's so much misinformation about animals out there, and that's what I want to stop happening. So yes, it's great if you can convince your parents to let you get a pet, but make sure to do your research. That's all that there is. I don't know. I hope this video was helpful. If you guys liked it, give it a thumbs up. Let me know what pets you convinced your parents into getting. And don't forget to subscribe to my channel, because I post videos like several times a week. And check out my social media. The links will be in the description below. And I'll see you guys in my next video. And look how nice Monty was to me this entire video. He was just chilling. He was just chilling. Monty's just chilling on my shoulder. Hey Monty, what's up? Did you know that people are like super afraid of snakes, Monty? You're literally the worst pet ever. You're so scary. Wow, why would anyone want a pet snake? You're the worst, right? Subscribe.